Hey guys, Grifton here, and I want to go over all of the PTR data mining data. Now, I'm not going to go over all this because I started going through it and there's actually a lot. It's a lot of redundancy because it's still in its like early data mining form, but I do want to go over the basics. If you don't want to find out about the stuff coming in the future, step away. Most of this stuff is actually just related to stuff coming up in phase one. But let's get started. I'm actually going to start over here with the world buffs. So that you have the Black Fathom Deep world buff, increased chance of spells, melee, and range by 2%, grant 20 attack power, and increased movement speed by 20%, 120 minute, 2-hour duration. Ashenvale has a buff, increase all damage and healing done by 5% for 2 hours. And then there's a bunch of random world buffs: Anointed by Elune, Anointed by Light, Anointed by Shrine, or Anointed by Undeath, Loa. Looks like Intellect increase, Spirit increase, Stamina increase, and Armor increase. I don't know how you get them. It doesn't really say, which makes sense because it's just data, but a lot of world buffs. All right, root engraving. So if you don't know, there's already chest, legs, and hands, but now they're letting you know that there's bracer, cloak, feet. They're not letting you, we're finding out. Bracer, cloak, feet, helm, shoulder, and waist. So almost every part, spot, whatever is going to be runeable. I think you can't get neck, can't get weapon, no rings, and no trinkets, which, okay, that's still a lot of stuff, a lot of runes. Yeah, so let's jump over to the final one. This one's actually the bigger one. I'm not going to go through this whole thing. There is a lot here, but I'm just going to kind of give you a brief idea of what it looks like. They mentioned efflorescence, which is a spell I mentioned I think we should be getting. So that's really cool that we're getting that. Lacerate, life bloom, nothing new here. Savage Roar, Skull Bash. There was, where was it at? Thrash for cat. Somebody called that. I'm not going to say who. Somebody mentioned that. Sorry. Yeah, Sunfire, all that good stuff. It does look like there's multiple versions of Sunfire. It might be human, bear, cat, because this one has the awards 1 combo point. But roughly, it looks like it doesn't say what the cost is for these, but either way, very interesting. This changes a lot because now ferals might look a little different. However, Thrash might not come with 25. It might be a later one that just got data mined. And of course, this is a big one for you ferals out there. Tiger's Fury has now been changed to the Wrath of the Lich King Tiger's Fury, which is absolutely amazing. Now, this goes on. The Hunter one, I am going to scroll to the Shaman one because I'm a Shaman Andy. So I'm going to call myself from now on Shaman Andy. But there's an absolute ton of stuff. Feel free. I'm going to link it in the description. Don't worry. You can take a look at this yourself. Most of these, I think, are already chain lightning. So here's the thing, I was looking through this, it is not just rune changes, there are talent changes in here. I don't know how they're linked, but see how it says spells here? Some places it'll say, like, I know on rogues there's a talent change. Let's see if I can find, yeah, right here, Bloodlust 2, instantly attacks with both weapons for percent weapon damage plus an additional 2 with each weapon. Damage is increased by 20% against poison targets. It says talent, so I'm assuming that means it's a talent change. I don't know. Anyway, same thing keeps happening here with spells. Like you see chain lightning, a bunch of chain lightning here. So I don't know if they modified the spell damage or what's going on here, but it's on here. Same thing with Flame Tongue weapon, which as a melee, like an enhanced shaman, you'll probably be using. So this is a really interesting Frostbrand weapon, which people never use except for maybe PvP. That's there. Healing Rain's there, which is not new. Healing Wave, Lava Burst, Lava Lash, Lightning Bolt, Rock Biter weapon. This is your tank one. It looks like maybe they changed some numbers. Shamanistic Rage, not new. Water Shield, not you. And they mentioned Wind Fury weapon. Again, it must be a damage change. I'm not sure. I'd have to wait until this all gets cleaned up. But there's an absolute ton of these for each class that you can look through. I just want to get you guys out there. Again, links in the description. Check it out for yourself. I hope you guys are getting as excited as I am. I'm getting really hyped for all this stuff. If you're trying to avoid all the like the data mining and like the spoilers, I will try to put on all of my videos. It'll say like spoilers in the thumbnail, so you should know. Either way, I'll give you a little head start before we start. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Hope this is interesting to you. Take care.